the mountain. Begin by simply finding a really comfortable seated position. It helps to be quite upright for this, and with your eyes closed. Notice the feel of the chair beneath you and behind you, and the sensation of your feet flat on the floor. Your hands can rest comfortably in your lap, either palms up or palms facing downwards. And really paying attention to your breathing now, noticing each in-breath and each out-breath. Not trying to change your breathing in any way, just noticing it the way it is. Not trying to make your breath deeper or to change its pace. Just allowing it to flow easily and effortlessly at its own pace. Letting your body be still and peaceful. Nobody wants anything. Nobody needs anything. Just a sense of completeness and wholeness in yourself, if possible. And begin now to bring into your awareness the image of a beautiful mountain. Perhaps one that you know or are familiar with, or alternatively, let your imagination create a beautiful mountain for you. Some people are naturally very visual, and others less so. So if you can't get an image of a mountain in mind, then just think about one, or get a sense of a strong, majestic mountain in mind, feeling its overall shape, its lofty peak or peaks high in the sky, its large base rooted in the bedrock of the earth's crust, its steep or gently sloping sides, noticing how massive it is, how solid, how unmoving, how beautiful, whether from afar or up close. Perhaps your mountain has snow blanketing its top, and trees reaching down to its base, or rugged granite sides. There may be streams and waterfalls cascading down the slopes. There may be one peak, or a series of peaks, with meadows and high lakes. Observing the mountain now in your mind's eye, noting its qualities. And when you feel ready, seeing if you can bring the mountain into your own body sitting here, so that your body and the mountain in your mind's eye become one, so that as you sit here, you share in the massiveness and the stillness and the majesty of the mountain. You become the mountain. Grounded in this sitting posture, your head becomes the lofty peak, supported by the rest of the body and affording a panoramic view. Your shoulders and arms the sides of the mountain, your bottom and legs the solid base rooted to your chair, experiencing in your body a sense of uplift from deep within your pelvis and spine. With each breath, as you continue sitting, becoming a little more a breathing mountain, alive and vital, yet unwavering in your inner stillness, completely what you are, beyond words and thoughts, a centered, grounded, unmoving presence. As you sit here, becoming aware of the fact that as the sun travels across the sky, the light and shadows and colours are changing virtually moment by moment in the mountain stillness. And the surface teems with life and activity. Streams, melting snow, waterfalls, plants and wildlife. As the mountain sits, seeing and feeling how night follows day and day follows night. The bright warming sun followed by the cool night sky studded with tiny stars, and the gradual dawning of a brand new day. And through it all, the mountain just sits, experiencing change in each moment, constantly changing, yet always just being itself. It remains still as the seasons flow into one another, and as the weather changes moment by moment and day by day, calmness abiding all change. In summer there is no snow on the mountain, except perhaps for the very peaks or in the crags shielded from direct sunlight. In the autumn the mountain may wear a coat of brilliant fire colours. In winter, a blanket of snow and ice. In any season, it may find itself at times enshrouded in clouds or fog, or pelted by freezing rain. People may come to see the mountain and comment on how beautiful it is, or how it's not a good day to see the mountain today, that it's too cloudy or rainy, foggy or dark. None of this matters to the mountain, which remains at all times its essential self. Clouds may come, and clouds may go. Tourists may like it or not. The mountain's magnificence and beauty are not changed one bit by whether people see it or not. Seen or unseen, in sun or clouds, boiling hot or freezing cold, day or night, it just sits, being itself. At times visited by violent storms, buffeted by snow and rain and winds of unthinkable magnitude, but through it all, the mountain sits. Spring comes, trees grow leaves once again, flowers bloom in the high meadows and slopes, and birds sing in the trees. Streams overflow with the waters of melting snow, and through it all the mountain continues to sit, unmoved by the weather, unmoved by what happens on its surface, by the world of appearances, remaining its essential self through all the seasons, through all the changing weather, the activity ebbing and flowing constantly on its surface. In the same way, as we sit here now, we can learn to experience the mountain. We can embody the same central, unwavering stillness and groundedness in the face of everything that changes in our own lives, over seconds, over hours, over years. In our own lives, we experience constantly the changing nature of mind and body, and of the outer world too. We have our own periods of light and darkness, activity and inactivity, our moments of colour and our moments of drabness. It's true that we experience storms of varying intensity and violence in the outer world and in our own minds and bodies, buffeted by high winds, by cold and rain. We endure periods of darkness and pain, as well as the moments of joy and uplift. Even our appearance changes constantly, experiencing a weather all of its own. By becoming the mountain, we can link up with its strength and stability and adopt them for our own. We can use its energies to support our energy, to encounter each moment with calmness and clarity. It may help us to see that our thoughts and feelings, our preoccupations, our emotional storms and crises, even the things that happen to us, are very much like the weather on the mountain. We tend to take it all personally, but its strongest characteristic is impersonal. The weather of our own lives is not, of course, to be ignored or denied. It's simply to be encountered, almost honoured, if you like, felt, known for what it is, and held in a gentle awareness. And in holding it in this way, we come to know a deeper silence and stillness and wisdom. Mountains have this to teach us, and much more, if we can let it in. So, if you find you resonate in some way with the strength and stability of the mountain here and now, it may be helpful to use it from time to time in your everyday life, to remind you of what it means to sit calmly and quietly, with strength and with resolve, and in this true stillness. So, just for the last few moments, continuing to sustain the mountain on your own, in silence, moment by moment, until you're ready to have a gentle stretch, and in your own time, gently open your eyes.